welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you get cozy with me. I have some tea here, some peppermint tea, because you know it's normal to drink peppermint tea when it's 90 degrees outside. My throat's a little groggy. Not sick or anything. Not even having allergies, but at the moment I sat down to do this video, of course, my starts coming up. So a lot of things are wanting to be expressed, and I do have to give a disclaimer that this is my second time filming this. I actually filmed this video yesterday, and you know, at the time of me filming this, even though this is a timeless message, at the time of me filming this, we are still in shadow period for Mercury retrograde, and boy, has that shadow period really been. Yeah, so I made sure that my microphone is on this time because yesterday it wasn't on. It wasn't on, so there was no audio, and I was really crushed because the energy was just so beautiful, and I channeled everything in the moment. I shuffled on camera. I don't like re-record next day. Like, it's not something that I do, but it happened. I learned the lesson to be extra thorough, and I actually had the opportunity to not only receive more downloads, but I was able to really marinate on the message, and I'm coming back with the same energy. So anyways, my intention for this video is to give you some confirmation and a deeper understanding onto what is going on with you cosmically right now. I want to zoom this out more into a cosmic intergalactic scale, really tapping into the cosmic energies, your cosmic energy, our cosmic energy, because if you are tuned into this video, I believe that you are a part of the same collective that I am, because I specifically put out very intentional energy to only resonate with those that this specific message is meant for, and that feel a resonance through the frequency, whatever brought you here. My face, my $1 million production, or the title, whatever reason brought you here, I believe it was divinely aligned. And with that being said, take a sip of tea, put that right there, and I'm gonna get started. I do also want to say, I don't want to be chatty, but I do want to say that I always set the intention to only connect in with beings of the highest light and of the highest vibration. So when I'm tapping into cosmic energies that are outside of this earth, ain't no riffle or raffle coming up on her. So just in case anyone's worried about that, that's not allowed. In my energy, in my field, I don't tap into that energy because I do not resonate on that frequency. So it's all good up in here. We shine the rainbows and the the crystalline frequency up in here. Anyways, oh my God, thank you so much for listening to a very long intro. I appreciate you. I really do, and I'm really excited to be here. So there was a theme, and it's funny because I started tapping into this message yesterday before I even recorded yesterday. So I'll go over that as we go. Please bear with me. I don't normally re-record channeled videos, especially not the next day, but we're here together. So, so the first messages that I pulled, just to get like a general vibe of what's going on with you, I want to share with you this imagery. beautiful. I love these cards so much. You have create space, and I know this is backwards, but you can see the picture. Ask your soul. So right now, not only are you being asked to make space for the things that are wanting to come through, the alignment that's wanting to come through, the things that you want to actualize, and those things want you to actualize them as well. You are being invited gently and not so gently at times to make space and to make room. And we make room for that by letting go of certain vibrational frequencies, people, places, and things that are no longer in alignment with you. Maybe they once were, but going forward where you're going, they're no longer aligned, and that's okay. With Ask Your Soul, you are being invited and reminded that your highest self is the highest version of you. It's the highest aspect of you outside of time and space, beyond all reality. It's everything you have ever been, ever will be. It is the highest version of you next to Source. If I can explain that as closely into a linear way that our human minds can grasp. That is the highest version of you, is your highest self. You are never disconnected from your highest self, but in times where you feel you are in chaos, you may feel that you are disconnected from your own divinity. You never are. But you are being invited to make a daily, conscious, throughout the day, every single day for the remainder of your days, to make the time to build a conscious relationship with you and your highest self, meaning you convening daily with your highest self. A lot of you may already be in the habit of communing and confiding in your soul tribe, in your own spiritual council. You may call them your guides, you may call them your guardian angels, whatever names that resonate with you, and that's perfect. But also you're being invited to build that bridge, that relationship between you and your highest self, because your highest self wants to be embodied and manifest through you, because it is you. At the bottom here of this deck, I had there is only light. I'm trying to get around the ring light. There is only light. And when I was channeling images yesterday, I got the image of when we activate our light bodies, when we are clearing, cleansing our chakras, going through all of our chakras, and then taking that further and envisioning expanding our light body, because our light bodies are being activated, our crystalline DNA, our crystalline frequency, our crystalline core is being activated. And every day, by us expanding more and more and more, opening our heart spaces more, we can build that muscle, that light muscle, and expand our light bodies out further and further and further. And I feel like this image is just such a great representation, like a really good visualization of that, and something that you can do during your meditation, even doing it in the shower. After you go through all of your chakras, filling your body with the highest light, with the highest vibration, and expanding out, 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 multi-dimensionally, brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And also with there is only light, Spirit was reminding me that there is only light. Even the darkness is simply the perception of the absence of light. But in the end and in the beginning, everything returns to the light, the Alpha and the Omega. Even in the void, divinity still lies there, because divinity is omnipresent. And that's very symbolic of people, places, and things that are of lower frequency. At their core, and this may be something controversial to say and to wrap our human minds around, but Spirit was showing me that at the core of even beings, lower vibrational frequencies, lower vibrational beings, even as dark as we may perceive them, as they translate as they come off, everything at the end desires to return back to the light, because the light is the source of all. It is where we all come from. Not only where we come from, but it is what we exist in. But just like we have this amnesia here on earth about our total divinity, lower dimensional frequencies also can have that amnesia, so to speak, but at their core is still the light. And that might translate in our lives as those who we offend and upset because of our light, because of the way that we shine. But when we shine, we give others the permission to also do the same. We show them an example of what is possible, and it is their choice when they are ready to return to the light on their own, and all of it is meant to be honored. Another's journey outside of yours is to be honored, just the same as your journey is meant to be honored. We don't know what others' lessons, or not just lessons, but things that their soul's wanting to experience. We don't know. And that's not our place to push our beliefs on them. But we can always lead by being an example of staying in our truth. And I was channeling in Captain EO. If you don't know Captain EO, I highly recommend you watch it. It's like 17 minutes long. It was so way ahead of its time. So ahead of its time. And basically the gist of it, I won't give you the spoiler alert, but basically the gist of it is there's a crew going to this planet, and they're not they're not losers, but they're a group. They are a unit that's on a mission. And their mission is to bring love and light into dark places, with all the odds against them and with not everyone believing in them. That is their mission, and they're all aligned with that. And you have your crew, your unit here on Earth and also in the cosmos. You have a collective here, and simultaneously you have and exist in other collectives around the cosmos. Some of these places you are in one body, and other realities, other planets, you are formless, but your energy is melded together and merged with your soul family what we would consider a collective. Collectives look differently in different dimensions, in different planes, on different planets, in different spaces. But your galactic tribe that exists outside of this earth is constantly giving you messages. They are sending you telepathic messages. They're sending you images. They're sending you inspired thoughts. And it doesn't have to be something as convoluted or esoteric as you receiving all of these light language to symbols and it can be that. It can translate as that. It also could be something as simple as, I've never made cinnamon rolls before. I wanna do that. But not just you thinking that, but you following up on that with inspired action that came from inspired thought, that came from a thought form, which were messages, how do I explain that, Spirit? Signals, but they're signals of light. I'll simplify it and say light codes, because really anything and everything can be a light code. So it's like when you're sending information through the computer and there's all the codes. This is like how this is how light travels, but the light carries information. The light itself is so multidimensional, it's so convoluted, it shows up in infinite forms. But a very specific form that they are showing to me are those light codes that come through in your mind of like, oh, huh, and you following up on that. And that thing will lead you to the next thing and lead you to the next thing and lead you to the next thing. And they were showing me that because you may be experiencing things right now where you feel like you are just stumped, that you feel like you're in a tough spot with a certain situation and you really can't see around it. You're like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I keep trying to analyze it and over, and I just don't see a way around this. And what they were showing me is that it is as simple as you following inspired action through things that are just as simple as acting on your passions. This is also something that Bashar talks about. Following your passion. Those seemingly little things, such as you getting the inspiration or the curiosity. I wonder what it entails to bake cinnamon rolls. You researching that and you actually following up on that, making the cinnamon rolls, and that giving, whether your cinnamon rolls came out great or they came out shitty, you learned something new. And that thing actually opened up energy because you showed the universe and you also showed your highest self, your guides, your team, that you are not ignoring information that's coming to you and that you are ready to go outside of your comfort zone, even by just doing things that are seemingly simple. And these things, like baking the cinnamon roll and then looking up when was Antarctica established, things like the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, magically somehow that solution that you didn't see, that you didn't think that you could wrap your head around, actually just divinely ends up landing on your lap. A solution ends up coming to your doorstep with your name on it in the form of a cosmic gift. And they were showing me that it is that simple. It is that simple. But as humans, the hard part is believing that it's possible. They were also showing me how right now I'm going to come back and circle back to Captain EO. But Spirit was showing me how right now is very reminiscent of 4 years ago on our planet. 4 years ago, at the time that I have uploaded this video, you can do the math and you can figure out what was taking place 4 years ago. That energy has, we went through like a big energetic loop. There were a lot of things that happened, a lot of awakenings that happened, but also a lot of, that period was not only awakenings through isolation, through changing up, having the pattern interrupt, but the energy of victimization was blaring, and it was being expressed in different ways, in things that were in the social injustice arena or the political arena, racial arena, etc., 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 etc. So many things, so many things, so many things. Fear was a huge thing that was blaring very, very loud. And the fear and the victimization were having this perfect marriage, a melding for feeling disempowered. I believe, and I know with every fiber in my being, that I have aligned and chosen and am on the version of Earth that I prefer to be on. I know that I am on the version of Earth that is ascending. There are others who are on a version of Earth that is descending. And there were these major choice points that happened in our collective, on our planet, and it is something that's widening and separating further and further and further. Now these things, because it is all very convoluted, we can still, Joe next to us can be on a totally different version of Earth than us, and because we are still in the process of going this way, we still are able to see certain people, places, and things, even if they are not in our vibrational alignment. We still have the ability to perceive certain things. I say this because even though I believe that I am on the version of Earth that I prefer, that doesn't mean that there are not atrocities and horrible things going on around me. People closest to me are really going through a lot and really feeling very disempowered, feeling very much in the chaos energy, and feeling very much a victim, powerless. I choose to still be in my light. I choose to still let my light shine, because I know and I believe with every fiber in my being that I am here to make a difference, and I am making a difference, and I am powerful. All the things that we talk about on our spiritual journey. I said that to say one of the messages that came through is that to not let yourself be guilted because there are people suffering, because there's this and there's this and there's this. Yes, have compassion, feel empathy, pray for others, be there for others, hold space for others, be a beacon. be a lighthouse. Be a beacon of light, of hope, of faith, of love. We don't make the world a better, stronger place by being martyrs. And I believe that if you're watching this video and you're still tuned in here with me, I believe that you are a lighthouse. And what does a lighthouse do? A lighthouse shows the way in the darkness for sailors lost at sea, seeing no way out, seeing nothing ahead of them, lost, hopeless, cold, in pain, feeling abandoned. They see something in the distance. It's your light. I want to go back to Captain EO. So, and I know this is all over the place. I'm trying to piece together yesterday, and I thought I was going to need to look at everything one by one, but it's really all just coming together. But your soul tribe needs you. They need you. They need you to be you, your authentic self that's ready to be actualized. People that want to pour into you. You may already have these people in your life, but it's like there's a ground crew and there's also the crew that you don't see that's always supporting you. And they're supporting you because they love you, they have unconditional love for you, but they also need you. They need you because you're a team. You are a part of Team Humanity, but you are also part of Team Cosmos. If you don't feel like you have people in your life that you can trust, if you've been in a place for a long time on your journey, or even recently where you feel like you are a lone wolf, Spirit was showing me that the days of the lone wolf are over. Where we are moving to in our collective, this time on earth, we are coming back to each other. We are reuniting with people that maybe we have not seen on this earth or across the cosmos for lifetimes, but you know them on a soul level. This is the time of reconnection. We need each other because we need each other to carry out this mission. And this mission was to walk each other home, was to reawaken ourselves, and to be an example of forgetting everything and awakening back to it and coming back to ourselves. But you're not meant to do it by yourself. You have a team. You're not meant to feel alone your whole human life. We are coming into union with each other in romantic relationships, in friendships, through children being born. This is the time that we are coming into union with each other, a unification. But this is also something that's simultaneously happening on a cosmic scale, because as we start to awaken to our divinity, we also start to vibrate on the frequency that is in resonance with the rest of the cosmos, that has not forgotten who they are, what they've come from, and have simply just been waiting patiently for us to be ready to meet them. It's like meeting them halfway, meeting your long lost, not actually lost, but a friend that that's been living in another country that you haven't seen in so long, and it's like you almost forgot what it was like to have this person in your life, and it's like the energy of you meeting each other in that excitement building. I know that there are a lot of people right now who feel very mistrustful because they've been burned by a lot of people in the past. There are people who are going to show you and who want to show you and are going to show you, if you allow them to, that they are worthy of being trusted, that there are good people here, people that are good to their core, who don't have hidden agendas towards you, who genuinely not only want to see you succeed, but need to see you succeed, because that also fulfills them, seeing you rise. You are leaving yourself golden nuggets on your journey. And this is your highest self coming through. This is you are on the precipice right now. There's already a great healing, heart opening that's happening. But you have the ability, and you always have the ability, but right now, if you allow these experiences to not harden you and to make you constrict, this is the gateway to you actually embodying your true, authentic, highest version, bringing that down into earth, is by, instead of these experiences where people have burned you and this didn't work out and that, don't constrict. Open wider and let your heart open wider. Let your light body shine brighter and brighter and brighter. Even if that means your light burning away everyone that you know, everything that you know, because I promise you, if those things fall away by you being authentically yourself and you being ready, you being really ready to live the life that you feel and you know is in true alignment with you, those that have been waiting for you to come to this vibrational alignment, they're going to find their way to you. These things, these opportunities, you have to be open. Because these people, these opportunities, these different forms of abundance and love that are right here, ready to be shown to you, to be expressed to you, if you don't allow and tap into your divine feminine receptive energy, you can have the golds and the jewels and all the riches and all the things right in front of you, and you won't see it. Open up. I had tapped into the Pleiadian energy, and I asked to get some messages from them, and the messages were: go on an expedition, Your heart is overflowing with love, and we love you always. And let's go back to Captain EO. So I want to pull up, so there's 2 songs in Captain EO. I'm not going to play them, obviously. I don't want those videos to get taken down. But I want to read you the lyrics, because if you're tuned into this video and you resonate with me, we're on a mission. I think you know what that mission is. So I'm going to read you these lyrics. This song is We Are Here to Change the World. Phenomenal song. So I'll just read you these lyrics. We're on a mission in the everlasting light that shines, a revelation of the truth in chapters of our minds. So long, bad times, we're gonna shake it up and break it up. We're sharing light brighter than the sun. Hello, good times, we're here to stimulate, eliminate, and congregate, illuminate. We are here to change the world. Gonna change the world. Okay, you get the gist. But that's your soul tribe. That's your soul tribe. That you are here to do a collective mission with. The other song is Another Part of Me. Also another phenomenal song. Okay, where was that? Oh, I just took a screenshot of the same thing. Okay. We're taking over. We have the truth. This is the mission, to see it through. Don't point your finger. Not dangerous. This is our planet. You're one of us. We're sending out a major love, and this is our message to you. The planets are lining up. We're bringing brighter days. They're all in line, waiting for you. Can't you see? You're just another part of me. This is also, like, these messages are also examples. Like, this is a real prime example that I'm trying to give you of messages that your cosmic family are showing you. And it can be as simple as things coming through songs. They're constantly sending you messages, signals that are coming through in the cosmos. It's never disconnected. It's just more of you attuning to their frequency. So if you are wanting to connect more with your cosmic aspect, it's you attuning to that frequency. And when you are ready, because it is your permission and your free will is what is required, and also you attuning your frequency to your cosmic aspects and to your star family. I know that was a lot, but the gist of it is that you're here to do something really fucking big. We are here to do something really fucking big. We are also already doing it. Going back to Captain EO, it just ties in so perfectly with this, because the darkness that's in Captain EO Captain EO was highly coded. It was very exact of what's happening on our planet, a representation of the darkness, but also the representation of how much light ripples out, how strong that frequency is, and that sometimes it is just simply a reminder that is needed by, not by force, but by you expressing yourself authentically, by you shining your light in whatever way that looks like for you, in whatever way that's meant to be expressed through you. You shining in your light amidst all the darkness that's going to be blaring and being louder, and it's going to get louder and louder and louder, because the darkness knows that it is getting smaller and smaller and smaller on this planet as more are awakening more and more and more to their divinity. That light, that ripple effect is echoing out not only into our planet but into the cosmos. So that light is gonna it's gonna get louder and louder and louder. Stand in your truth, stand in your divinity. When you do so, you give others permission to do the same in their own time when they are ready. Because their journey is meant to be honored just like yours is. I feel like this is a good spot to end it on, and I want to thank you. If you have watched this entire video with me, it's not, I like doing these long formats because when I do personal readings for people, like, I get in there. I'm all up in there. Like, short form content is fun to make, to grab viewers to connect to, and that hopefully holds some minute, type of something, but by spreading my light that way. But I'm a very in-depth person, and I just want to express my gratitude for all the positivity that has been expressed through me. It's been a really long journey for me to be here, to be okay to shine in my light and allow my own journey to be witnessed via the internet. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. I just want to thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. If you have watched this entire video, if you could leave me an octopus emoji, that would be so incredible. I love you, and in the end, everything returns to the light. I will see you guys next time.